Hello everyone and welcome to the first lecture in circuit analysis course. What is a resistor? A resistor is an electrical component, has this shape, and this shape has different colors. Those colors would determine the value of the resistance. So it's an electrical component that limits or regulates the flow of electrical current. Let's first define the electrical current. Electrical current is a bunch of electrons, normally we talk about millions of them, that would decide to flow in one direction. This is called electrical current. Now this resistance, depending on its value, it determines the value of the current if we assume that the voltage is constant. Now you can think of a voltage as a battery. Normally we have a specific battery with a specific voltage, right? So if that voltage is constant, this current would be determined by the value of the resistance, because the resistor, its functionality is to limit or regulate the flow of electrical current. Okay, now to understand this concept in a deeper way, let's move to analogy. I'm gonna give you an analogy of cars in a highway. Now if we assume that cars are electrons and the number of lanes in the highway is the value of the resistor. If it's a small resistor, that means the highway would have more lanes. If it's a large resistor, that means the highway would have only 1 or 2 lanes. Now, to make this clear, if we have, let's say here, 6 electrons or 6 cars is going through this resistance. Now this point, they have to move from this point to this point. Since there is only a 1 lane, they would struggle more. While if they go through here, they would have more space. This space would facilitate their movements. So normally a smaller resistance would cause a larger current to flow. Why? Because those, like this highway would take maybe 20 cars at 1 second. This highway may take just 6 cars at 1 second, considering or assuming that the voltage is constant. Now another point I want to make here, the I before and after passes through the resistor is the same. So if a 6 ampere enters, it has to leave as 6 ampere. The resistance does not absorb any of the current. Don't think of it as it's something that absorbs electrons so it decreases them. No, it just keeps them the way they are. But from the beginning, it put a ruling. The large resistor, it says I only take 6 ampere. The small resistor say I only take 20 ampere for the same voltage. You see? So if R is large or if R is small, then the current is high. If the R is high, then the current is small. The unit of a resistance is ohms, and this is the shape of it. A real life example is a light bulbs or LEDs. A light bulbs, think of it, when a current goes through a light bulbs, this light bulbs would take the energy from those electrons and it would convert it to light. You know, this light, it has different brightness. It depends on the value of the light bulb resistance or the light bulb power, and we will discuss those concepts: the power, the voltage, the current, and Ohm's law that relates all of these things together in next videos. So stay with us. Bye.